see you. One of our Ditsy Buns will be back as soon as there is tea. Now, we did do a little bit on yesterday's silliness, a little bit more. We went into Eden 11, which I like to call Fenjeet because, well, I suppose you haven't seen that. And we managed to get through it, and it took a few pulls. We actually went 2 DPS and 1 tank, me being the tank, but we got through it. And we have started looking at part 12, which is the final part and the big tough one.
Yeah, she's gonna be fun. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Sorry, we're waiting for tea to steep. We've got a couple minutes.
Have you put on a mug for me, or shall I go put myself on a mug?
No, there's a mug for you. I'm making the decaf.
Thank you.
See, I think of things like this. Come on, let's head to the manor while the tea is steeping.
The buns thinking? Since when?
They mean well. They're trying to help. I didn't say it was deep thoughts.
So we are back onto main story because we finished up Hildebrand. We ever doing anything with Falk around the clock? Or Bismarck?
Not at this level.
Now, Falk around the clock, we still need to do the attunement step.
I've kind of fallen behind on experience. Oh well.
Eh?
I'm just looking at my levels, and I should be fisticuffing things.
Hey. 60 is right where we should be. Yeah, I think you have 2 61s. I only have 1. Of course, I got Dancer all the way up to 61, and yours hasn't even taken XP yet.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your DoorDash disappeared.
Uh-oh, yeah.
That sucks when that happens.
And at least hers showed up proper.
Oh dear, Eorzea.
Yes.
Did you do?
Is that... Eorzea, Alphino's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness.
Oh dear.
I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly.
Well, she tried. Give the girl some credit.
I rescued her in the 12th Wood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Eorzea took an arrow to the shoulder.
At least it wasn't to the
It was
knee.
only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Oh, that's bad.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood.
Asuna won't work?
We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect. But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt. She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles, and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Well, thank you, Cold.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons. Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Alphino, is the Warrior of Light, is she with you? Don't go, there is something I must say.
Yeah, we're here.
No, it's not.
And all my headlight glory.
The Warriors of Darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the Primals is but the first step in their plan. They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her.
Oh dear.
You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
Woohoo! I will be right back, getting the tea before it oversteeps, which it probably already is.
Well, for me, that's not much of a problem. But yeah, you'll kind of note that Edmont has been silent in the last few spoken cutscenes.
Voice actor still around at this point?
You sure?
Yeah. The actor did not pass away until the middle of Shadowbringers.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Ooh, a big mug. Big mug, big mug. Yes, big fat mug, big fat mug.
Gonna let that one down, aren't they?
No, not after Misheard Lyrics was done with them. And the fact that there's no official lyrics just, yeah, makes it permanent. Yeah, Cold, I hope that goes well.
Yeah, I hope you're okay. I hope this is something that was planned and not something that you suddenly have to do.
Yeah. Okay.
But come, pass out to our buttonness. Count Edmond de Photon?
However much we may change and grow apart, some bonds are unbreakable. Though the fates afforded us the time to share our long-delayed drink, 'twould seem the rest of my wine cellar will have to wait. As I am constantly reminded, there's no rest for the righteous. That's right, we actually had something of a meal with him.
Yes, and it was interrupted.
Yes, by this.
At least no one At least we weren't poisoned.
Yes. At least the casualties are much lighter this time.
Oh dear. Well, I hope it goes well. I wish you all the luck. Keep us informed.
Yes.
We worry about you.
Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecape and his Georgians. They did not bring Estinian back from the very... did they not bring Estinian back from the very brink of death?
Yes, they did.
I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end.
But he wouldn't want it any other way, would he?
He'll never admit to it.
Exactly.
What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we have yet the power to influence?
Can I hit something with my fist? I really want to hit something with my fist. I think I'll take the elegance of her pieces. Rena is such a punchy girl.
Eggs.
She was supposed to be a ninja, but no, she's a punchy girl.
Shadows of the First. Take notes, people. There will be a quiz. As Alphino and many others know all too well, there is no rest for the righteous. So the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, that they might put her to the sword. Then, when we first encountered them in Los Nath, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alphino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Eorzea risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Ladonia, Rena, will you accompany me to Zelphatol and help me stop the Ixal's ritual?
We are so on
Count
it.
me in. Especially if you get to punch something.
Oh yeah, I get to punch something.
Given that Ishgard shares a border with the Ixali homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastman's intrusions into Kurithan lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alphino. The mountains of Zelphatol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Emeric, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all, and Ixali dirigibles are not to be underestimated. No. Experience tells me that the only conceivable approach is by land. I believe it would be wiser to cross into Zelphatol by way of the mountain pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure you safe passage through the mountains, and escort you thence to Zelphatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmond. In the event Mistress Eorzea regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe.
I'll be okay, as long as I can punch things.
Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead.
So, this begs the question. Do we want to do this as a two-man, or do we want to use the trust? Count Edmond de Fontaine.
I shall send word to the acting commander at Camp Dragonhead of your imminent arrival. Who knows? This may even spur me to nominate a permanent replacement. I've put off the task for far too long. Which would you prefer?
I don't know.
I mean, we kind of have all night, but things will probably go a bit smoother with a little help.
Yeah, but it'd be funner if it was... Yeah, well... We'd at least be in the same instance.
Yes. This is feeling wrong. It's tea time, but I'm not machinist.
Not quite. This is actually a prelude.
The first step towards 2 expansions from now.
Yes. Yes. They usually hint at the next expansion and expansion back.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Once we hit the next patch's content, then we'll be fully into next expansion territory. For one thing, it will be on its doorstep. We are actually getting fairly far into Heavensward Plus now.
Yeah, this is what?
3.4.
3.4, yeah.
So we have this, which will be, quizzed on in a couple expansions. A bunch of side stuff to do, and then we start seeing the real build up to the next expansion. And the last one that is available for free if you're on a trial account.
Yep.
Because they expanded it to the second expansion a little bit ago.
Yeah, all the way through Stormblood.
Spoilers. You said the name.
Yeah, well. It's easier to get things straight this way.
Look at the sunrise. I mean, the sun's not up, but you can see the lighting.
Yeah. The big thing with the free-to-play version is they do have several lockouts in place, mostly dealing with market board, money trade, and whispering other people as a way to combat the bots. It doesn't work, but at least they tried.
I'll think of how much worse it would be if the bots could go in on the free stuff.
Yeah.
Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Natalan and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixali warriors, I've been informed that House Fortom Knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gate lies open. We need but walk through.
So, you want to heal and I tank this time?
Yeah.
Yeah, one thing they talked about for this patch that they haven't done yet that I'm really kind of hoping for is they actually talked about having a way that characters on the same account can share HUD setups. It's like, I would
They
love
haven't done that yet?
They have not done that yet, as far as I can tell.
Okay. I know I resaved off Raylia's HUD recently. I catch all the changes over the last couple of years. Those House Fortom guys kind of skipped a few guards.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? They're level 60. Ernest House Fortom Knight.
We have everything in hand here, miss. No need to worry. And may I say what an honor it is to work with you, miss.
Yeah, the only downsides to the subscription is that if you let the subscription lapse, you can't play unless you start a new account.
Yeah.
For the free-to-play.
Beyond lies Exali territory.
Nope, that one's
We
me.
lower... Oh, yeah, okay.
Beyond lies Exali territory. We lower our guard at our peril. Alfie?
Beyond this gate lies the trail which will lead us into Zelphatol. According to my map, it looks to be a relatively straightforward route, albeit one through exceedingly dangerous territory. And
Hello,
Mr. Steadfast.
Leslie.
Hi, Live. Just in time for us to try two-manning a dungeon.
Because we
Mr.
can.
Sisfrith, Master Alphino, as you can see, the gate is ours. I thought the gate was down. Be advised that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they're up to something, and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelphatol and aid you as you see fit.
Don't worry about it, Cold Silver. You just rest and enjoy the show. We got this.
Yes. Yes. The enemy will be thick on the ground. Upon arriving, let us advance with care as we search for the site of the summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal. But if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Yeah, we've two-manned several dungeons now.
But thank you for thinking of us. But seriously, you need to get better yourself.
Yeah. I have to say, our Run of Wonders Palace is the most hilarious one.
Yeah, that was kind of bizarre. Are we ready?
I figured out how to make it work.
I am sad, though, that we cannot do this type of thing with current content. They lock you out. You cannot run current content unsynced.
Well, are the buns ever really going to have to worry about that? I mean, we are catching up, but it's very slow. We're doing maybe an expansion and a half per expansion.
Yeah. It's going to be a while, but it's
Yes.
possible. Watch out, falling
Watch
rocks!
out for falling rocks. Rocks fall, everybody dies.
Are you up for big pulls, or you do want to chill for little ones?
Great. Those guys are coming down. Try the next part at least. Kind of medium pulls. Get some real damage on the first one, then do the next. But so far, it's looking good. That's someone what's wrong. After this fight, I want to redo my Mora.
Fair enough. I think we got this
This is
completely
not
under
the right
control.
order for... I know a little of how it's wrong.
Okay, gate's still closed. I will say that I am happy they put in the stealth nerf of putting in blockouts, so you can only pull so big.
Yeah.
And they did that very stealthily. They didn't tell people they were doing it. They just did it. And no one seemed to notice or care.
I'm sure there were plenty of impatient people who cared.
Oh, I was going to pause. Oops.
Oh, well. You didn't hear me yell, did you?
I don't think you're gonna succeed on that.
Because I'm trying to remember what abilities I actually have at 16.
That's always the trick.
Better. Aurelia's HUD.
Want to do a second here? Or do you think you got it?
I've got it as close as I can already. There's things wrong, but I'm not sure what.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Yeah. Let me target it.
Don't die on me!
Like that?
Actually, stand in the thing here, right? Stand where I am.
Okay.
And stay in that little wind thing.
Uh-huh. Ah. Okay, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they've changed this fight a little.
They definitely have.
But it still has the same kind of feel.
Is that the feel?
Here we go again. Keep an eye on your health.
I am. Trust me. I don't think we need to stand in this anymore until this goes off. It used to be you had to be right on top of it because as soon as that balloon went down, that thing went up. I figured it wouldn't hurt. I had the range for anything I needed.
Yeah, but you did need to kind of keep a suit on you because you kept getting wind damage on you.
I know. I was
like
coming
right
from
there.
The other guys. We're just loving to do that.
Got a lot of health.
Yeah. He is taking a lot of killing. Have you tried punching him?
With my shield?
Sure.
There.
Did it help?
It made me feel better. I don't know about him.
Yeah, it helped. With all the other distractions down, he is going a lot faster. Free we will. You don't say.
Bracelet of casting.
225. Probably. We can both read it. We both have casting classes.
May the best bun win. Now, the only other dungeon I think we had real problems two-manning was the Aether Chemical Facility. Mostly in the last boss.
I'm trying to remember what happened there, but yes.
It was tight, but we did it.
What was the last boss there?
The Wonder Twins.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, this is going to be a big one.
Especially since we've got one guy who doesn't want to pull.
Yeah. There's always one. Just won't get with the program. I will say this is good practice for me. I'm having to dig deeper than I often have to.
Oh, good.
I haven't had to use benediction yet.
Ring of aiming.
You. That was always it.
That's your map.
Yes. I just realized, do I use aiming?
Okay, good night, Cold. I hope you feel better.
Yes.
I hope everything goes well tomorrow for you.
Yes.
Earrings, like, we need those.
Right. And it's amazing how disappointing earrings are these days.
Yeah, Ixal and the Mamul Jaw are two separate races, but they're built on the same skeletal system.
Yeah.
I think 14 is the first time we ever see the Ixal. I could be wrong on that.
Lovable.
Look at the little piggies! Aren't they just adorable? I mean, look at these things.
Yeah, Ixal are just...
Ooh, that was a spread.
And 15. Went off while I...
Not a big deal. Ow!
You were saying?
That kinda hurt.
You were saying? But yeah, it looks like so far the Ixal has only shown up as 14 and 15. Guess which one they were in first?
Right. Okay, I do not know how this guy has changed. The old version, he did this pushback, and you had to kind of aim between to get caught.
Or aim for the barriers so you don't end up on the spikes.
And
Yeah. Kinda
also,
like Ramana.
he'd mark someone to get a whirlwind, and they drop it somewhere, and try not to drop it in front of a barrier.
Yeah. That sounds vaguely familiar. Okay, now for a fight I truly don't know, because, yeah, it's different. Nice.
Also, I think his model has changed.
Okay, I can believe that.
There's the push.
Okay, here we go. Yep.
And I just missed.
How could you miss? It was right there. How could you miss?
I bounced right off of the edge. And there's the whirlwind.
And let's not put it on a barrier. Just in case it knocks it down.
He did not toss it
Not be
down.
above them.
Interesting. Ow!
Yeah, that one hurt.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
that barrier is locked out.
Yep. And now he's doing another. And now the push. Oh, okay, I spoke way too soon.
Yes, you did. Now who's missing the barrier now? The good news is those no longer drop whirlwind.
Yeah. I'm a little surprised by that. I would have really expected something
Ow,
more
ow, ow,
persistent.
ow, ow, ow,
Yes. Thankfully, I had a Flatus Solus ready.
Yeah, that's... He basically swift casts himself, the bastard. So that one was unavoidable.
On low. I guess we technically don't need to put these all that far out because
No,
they're
we
not.
just need to make sure they
anything.
miss each other.
And or the barrier.
Yeah, here we go. Well, I guess that's one way of missing it.
And okay. Get ready because you know what's next.
Dang it!
How did you miss?
Says the person who missed last round.
Hush.
No, we got this guy. He just doesn't know it yet.
Yeah. As long as he doesn't pull out any new tricks, you know, on like the fourth try or something.
Ow! Dang it!
If you can manage to spot that coming, that is definitely a good time for some protection. Thankfully, by the time it happens, I have all of Flatus Solus up again. All you have to do is survive long enough for me to get a couple of global cooldowns.
I keep trying to reach for my intervene and it doesn't work.
Yeah, no gap losers for you.
Dang it! Not reacting fast enough.
I know that. Yep. You have any good finishers for him?
Not really.
I don't think so. This will have to do.
Dang it!
There.
I cannot dodge that thing!
Sweeping up one.
Ooh, gloves of healing if you'd like.
Earrings of casting. Let's see, that is 225 versus 210. I would like.
Go ahead then. Need them.
Give me a moment. Let me slip into something a little more healy. Okay. And warm, they're fur-lined.
Healing. Nothing more than healing.
Yeah, a little long because we don't have DPS, but...
Oh, wow. This
easy.
really feels outdoors now.
Oh, God, yeah.
I mean,
wow.
look at this.
Yeah, it did not look like this before. Holy cow, guys.
Wow. This will be fun. Yeah, I think they really
There we
went
go.
in and tweaked with this place hard.
Yeah. Dang it. There we go. How low can I let you go?
Do you really want to answer that question?
That's low enough.
Yes! That was kind of scary! Oh, why did you do that to me?
Everything was under control.
That was what... I almost hit zero there! And then you would have had real problems.
Yes, I would have. But I was watching just how fast they were knocking you down. But yeah. And well, there should be pretty safe for benediction. Just don't ask me to do that again in the next minute.
Oh. We need this.
Yummy air still.
Ring of healing. And trousers of casting.
Read those. And the healing is 225 versus the 215 and a 195. Let's replace the Dravanian ring.
Yeah, you're gonna hit need on that one.
I'm up to 228. Okay. Oh, yes, these things.
And a choker healing.
See the shadow of the thing as it comes in. Yeah, you were taking serious damage there. You like to hear a good word about policeman.
Remember when we used to have children's balloons? Or they would just retreat, get more guys, and then come back.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that could turn into a real mess if you let it.
So, you want that choker?
Oh, 225, 215. Yeah, sure.
You are making out like a bandit.
Yeah. It's like 3 accessories plus any gloves. 2 accessories at least. Look out, he wants to talk about your first extended warranty. See?
Yep, he does that.
I didn't think it was allowed.
There we go.
Benny. That changed?
The Cine might have, but the muddle has not.
The Cine is what I meant.
Are you ready?
No. I don't remember this fight at all. Not that it's going to be the same or anything. Yeah, he's doing some damage there. This is familiar.
flips between the two.
I don't remember that part from the first
Yeah,
one.
that was her first pattern.
Oh, okay. I thought that was number 3. Halfway down?
Almost.
Yeah. Woohoo!
Under 50%. This is going to be a fight.
Well, a long fight at any rate. Thank you.
I can't have enough all the time, but it helps when I do.
Oh, yeah.
Because then I could stay in melee range.
And here comes Ruta again. Probably be the donut. Yep. Indeed. Let's patch that up. Give you one of those. Good measure.
No, it's gonna be the aimer. So I'm gonna try. Nope! Aimed at him. Boo!
No dying on me.
Try not to.
Yeah, he's going down nice.
5%.
of the easier two-man dungeons we've had for a while.
Yeah, it was.
Certainly the last couple have been a lot tougher.
And it'd be night. You're late, Alfie.
Hi, Alfie. He was busy gathering firewood. Give him a break.
Pants of Fending. And they are not as good as mine. They're probably better than yours.
Really? What high leveler is your current outfit?
Except for the gloves and the head, my pants is 270.
Oh, wow. Yeah, not even close.
Why did you not... Oh, I should have passed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, greed is all I can do because it's not the right type.
I'm sorry. I brain farted because you've been kneading on everything else.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here? You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Would we do that?
And who's your new friend?
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us a long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumul.
None of
I
that.
wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we?
Andrez.
You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
While you were idly consorting with the Ascians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Good question.
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here.
Oh no, here comes the monologue.
You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the great sundering and the reflections it created.
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Ascians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the Source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
And now, Alphino. Yeah, and yes, there will be a quiz on all of this.
Later.
Much, much later.
So, did you ding?
No.
Doesn't look
no.
it. Aww.
I was a little too low for that, but especially for a non-leveling dungeon. But I am at the final 0 of MP 10,000.
Nice.
Another dungeon and I will level. Has anyone else changed?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I've already clicked on.
Ernest. All quiet here, miss. Nary a peep from the birdmen. And Dodie? Well, at last I can breathe easy. As accustomed as we are to fighting the Ixal, it isn't every day that we charge into their stronghold. Steadfast? Well fought indeed. Lord Edmont will be pleased to learn that everything went according to plan.
Yay!
Well, very nearly. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true? That to save their world they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here.
Well, someone's
Grounded.
Mr. Determined.
Yes, he is. It's what he does. Steadfast again. It was a pleasure to work with you, miss. Pray the Fury grants me the opportunity to do so again. It looks like the other two are the same, though. Oh, no. Dowdy is basically the same. But seems our work here is done. No reason to linger any longer than we have to, eh?
Yes, let us be out of the snow.
Two sides of a coin. Alphino would like nothing more than to get out of the snow. Forgive me, but this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can apprise Lord Edmont of our success, and we the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation.
Off to the congregation!
Hi, Eorzea.
We're congregating! Oh, just a heads up for tomorrow night.
Oh,
We're
yes!
probably going to be doing an art stream. Because they're having maintenance starting at 10.
Yeah. I.e. half an hour after our normal start time.
So, yeah, art stream!
Art.
Ah, yes.
Ah, yes, the ward. It just gets more ridiculous the further it goes. Oh. Okay, that's that. Yeah, do I have anything that's aiming?
Dancer.
Dancer is aiming?
Dancer is aiming.
Okay. Give me a moment here. I want to check some of the other gear I got. That's the ring. Oh yeah, I'm still using the Electrum ring as my secondary.
Ooh,
It's a
kind of
big
neat
help.
pants.
And then the Bracelet of Casting. 225 versus 195. Yeah, that was a good call. Okay.
Hey, Alfie.
Ah, there you are. Shall we make a report?
We shall.
Let's shall.
Endelou?
Yeah, I don't think he changes much.
Lucia? About the same.
Yeah. They're never up on current news.
Merrick?
It brings me joy to see you safely returned to us, Rena, Ladonia. What news from Zelfatol?
We whipped their butts!
Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remained behind, Mistress Shistola has been tending to Mistress Eorzea in your absence, and I am pleased to report she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother.
And off we go!
Yes, that's looking much better.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. When they told me you had departed for Zelfatol, I found that I could rest. The outcome seemed a mere formality, as did your safe return. Thank you, my friend.
No problem.
I take it your mission was a success.
Complications at the end, but yes.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Eorzea. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Eorzea and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes.
Of course it has.
If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelfatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
But Eorzea, you... You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Oh no! Tartaro's been sewing again! Run for the hills!
Now.
Actually, she's a great outfitter. She just has questionable fashion taste.
Yes. To think that the three of us plumbed the depths of the coils and confronted Bahamut himself. Had I not been there, I would struggle to believe it. Shortly after we parted ways, I heard that she had taken to the road on her own, apparently on a journey of self-discovery. Precisely where to I never learned, though I suspect that was by design. So, she enjoyed hearing tales of her exploits, did she?
My apologies for keeping you waiting. Yeah, that suit still looks good on you. I think this is probably my favorite Alice suit. Though I'm not sure about the platform heels.
Yeah, well, they have a habit of those.
Especially with the twins.
That's the they I mean.
Right then, shall we be off?
Taru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit.
Praise the 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wearing matching clothes. Do you remember the time at the studio when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the halls and whispered...
Sister, please. She was not my... Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light?
But I thought you wanted to attract the girls. So be it. Another time, perhaps. To be honest, Rena, Ladonia, I wasn't planning on seeking you out just yet. When I sent forth on my journey, I did so with grand ambitions. As you may recall, I promised I would not disappoint you. I pray you will forgive me if I do.
You won't.
I've been meaning to ask about the carriage.
Yes, the carriage that so fortuitously arrived as spirited away from Ul'dah after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you notice and help?
Oh, drunken brass braids are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Brent.
Yes.
I'm still amazed Brent managed to find you.
He's amazing like that. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when last we met. You have the look of a woman who's ready to fight for the future of Eorzea.
To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing.
Don't worry, your class change is coming.
I'm here today because I would regret it if I weren't. That is all.
Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if Urianger can be of assistance.
After a drink at the Forgotten Night? A very
week-long drink?
Long drink at the Forgotten Night.
Yes. Still, very nice progress, especially getting through the dungeon in good time.
Yes,
but we're stuck standing at the table for another week.
Yes, we are. Doodles, I'm sorry that you have not found the taste for tea yet. I will admit that some teas are better than others.
Especially for different people.
Yes, especially for different people. I tend, as my main guzzler, lean towards Lipton's black /
good old
Pico
orange
tea.
Pico.
Yep, good old orange Pico. I will admit I've gotten lately into a lot of loose leaf teas, The trick with the loose leaves that a lot of people don't tell you is what you do is you brew it for about 30 seconds to a minute, throw the first brew out and brew it again, and that gets rid of a lot of the bitterness that tends to overwhelm the rest of the tea. I also tend to sugar my tea, but only like the Lipton's Black/Orange Pico. I do not do that with the loose leaves.
Yeah.
I don't know if that will help or not.
I take my Orange Pico without any sugar. That said, there's all sorts of other, flavored teas out there. I like pretty much any raspberry tea. And what's the one that I have at Taste Tea counted as? Besides just strawberry.
That is strawberry and... Oh.
It is a black tea.
Yeah, its base is a black tea. Just a second.
But yeah, there's, black, white, and green teas. And if you aren't liking black teas, if you haven't tried green, try green.
There's also white teas.
Yes. Which I don't know nearly so well.
Yeah, you tend to get the strawberry ecstasy, which is strawberry black tea with black jelly.
Right.
That's more of an iced tea type situation.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of different... Green teas can be stronger. White teas I find are awesome, but also the type of green tea and the type of white tea. Matchas I tend to find a little too powerful. Also, a lot of matchas have rice in them, and that's a no-go with me.
Yeah.
That's me laid up with a swollen throat for a while. Yeah, of Lipton's teas, Orange Pico's kind of the only one we have.
Yeah, and that's, the bog standard, what you'll get in like any restaurant, including Chinese restaurants.
No, the Chinese...
More often than not.
Chinese tends to actually lean more towards jasmine. Not always, though.
Yeah. And, try some of the kind of flavored stuff, like a good raspberry tea. Arizona's raspberry tea is a very good one and widely available, though it comes in huge cans, which for you, just trying it out may not be the best idea.
Yeah. If you're trying hot teas, my recommendation, if you have a problem with the bitterness, do a 30-second brew, toss it, rebrew.
Yeah.
By the way, the toss and rebrew, that's actually traditional Chinese. They do that with a lot of their teas. So, those are suggestions. Of course, it's all personal preference. I cannot stand coffee. I find it way too bitter.
I like the taste. It's just like with dark chocolate, it has an aftertaste I don't like at all.
Which is silly. I cannot stand drinking hot coffee. I love coffee ice cream, even though it gives me the jitters.
That gives me the same aftertaste.
So, and everyone's wired differently, so... But no.
I just wish we could still get a hold of a good green apple tea.
Yeah, sorry. No.
Only one place has had it, and they aren't doing that sort of thing anymore.
I think they are. It's just they've got a line around the block, and we can never get in there.
Yeah.
Funny how that works. Yeah, unfortunately, With the Liptons, I tend to use two things of sugar, both with iced tea and with hot tea. I find if I don't with the orange pico, I tend to get an upset stomach, which is no fun. But yeah, I just cannot drink coffee. It smells delicious, it tastes absolutely horrible. But everyone has their own taste, so... If you like coffee, drink coffee. If you like tea, drink tea. But don't be afraid to experiment a little every now and then.
Yeah. And there's so many teas that are so different.
Yeah.
There's a lot of directions to go in.
Another one you might want to think about is a rose tea or chamomile, which are not actually teas. I forget the actual term of it. They're tea-likes, effectively, but they don't actually have any tea leaves in them. They're just the chamomile flower and the rose flower. So it might be something you dislike in the actual tea itself, the tea leaf. But something like chamomile or rose tea will not have that. Anyway, it is past 11. We should call it a night. Just a reminder, tomorrow night we will be doing art stream. Yay! One of these days I'll finish my cleanups.
But not this day.
Not this day. With that said, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and hope to see you tomorrow.
Yes, everyone have a